Welcome to the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast, where we bring you the grassroots tips, tricks, and stories in everything entrepreneurship, digital marketing, and personal development. I'm your host, Andres Holguin. Hey friends, welcome back to the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast. It's Andres here, and I am feeling pumped today. If you're new here, welcome to the wild ride. And if you're a returning listener, well, you already know we're about to dive into some serious entrepreneurial goodness. So listen, let's talk about productivity, something that every entrepreneur, side hustler, and small business owner dreams about, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but some days it feels like I'm playing this weird game of whack-a-mole with my to-do list. You hit one task and bam, 3 more pop up like, surprise, you thought you were done? Think again. But here's the thing. Being productive isn't about running yourself to the ground or working until you feel like your eyeballs are going to fall out. Nope, it's about working smarter, not harder. So today we're going to dive deep into some killer productivity tips that'll help you maximize your work hours and, get this, actually have time left over for, living your life? Yep, that's right. By the end of this episode, you're going to have some real deal actionable strategies to help you get your work done more efficiently. We're talking creating schedules that actually work, cutting out that soul-sucking multitasking, time blocking like a pro, and embracing the art of delegation. So buckle up because we're about to transform how you approach your day-to-day work. And hey, let's be honest, if it means freeing up some time so you can finally binge that Netflix show everyone's raving about, then that's a win in my book. All right, so grab your coffee, your notepad, or maybe just your phone while you're out running errands. Wherever you are, this episode is all about you and helping you crush it as the productivity powerhouse that you are. So let's do this. All right, so we're talking about creating your ideal schedule. And listen, if you're like me, the word schedule might give you a little PTSD from some of those soul-sucking 9-to-5 days. You know, the ones where you've got meetings stacked on top of meetings, and by the time you actually sit down and do some real work, it's time to go home. But here's the good news. You're the boss now. That means you get to decide what your day looks like. Hallelujah, right? But here's the kicker. You've got to design a schedule that actually works for you. And let me tell you, not everyone's work rhythm looks the same. Some of y'all are morning people. You're up at 5 a.m., ready to conquer the world, sipping on some green juice or whatever. Bless you. I, however, am not one of those people. My peak energy time is like mid-morning after I've had my second cup of coffee and maybe a little existential crisis. And that's when I'm ready to take on the day. So how do you figure out your rhythm? Well, it's all about paying attention to your energy levels. So when do you feel sharp? When do you feel like your brain is a mashed potato? You've got to learn your own flow and then plan around it. So for example, mornings might be perfect for those deep strategic tasks, the stuff that requires focus, like planning your next big project or analyzing your business goals. Afternoons, on the other hand, they might be better for the more routine stuff, like answering emails, doing those little tasks that need to get done, but don't require all your brain power. So think about it like this. Your brain is a resource, right? So you've got to use it wisely. If you're a morning person, don't waste that primal brain power on things like organizing your inbox. Save that one for when you're hitting that 3 p.m. slump and all you want to do is have a snack and a nap. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of setting up a daily routine that works for you. I'm talking about flexibility here because let's face it, life happens and sometimes your perfect schedule gets thrown out the window by, an emergency client call or your dog deciding something they shouldn't have. So it's crucial to build in some flexibility, but flexibility doesn't mean chaos. You need some structure to keep you on track. So start by blocking out your day with general time slots for different types of work. You might set aside your mornings for creative or strategic tasks or afternoons for routine work, and maybe even reserve a bit of time at the end of the day for some admin stuff. Make it loose, but clear enough that you know what you should be focusing on during those times. And here's the key: consistency. Oh yeah, I said it, the big C word. It's easy to fall off the wagon, especially when you're your own boss. But sticking to a consistent routine is where the magic happens. Because when you're consistent, your brain starts to know what to expect and you'll find that easier to focus. Plus, it just feels good to have that rhythm. You know that feeling when you finish the day and think, dang, I actually got stuff done today. Yeah, that's the power of consistency. So let me hit you with the quick recap. Find your work rhythm. When are you most productive? Then set up a flexible daily routine that aligns with your energy levels. And then 3, be consistent, but give yourself some grace when things go sideways, because they will. It's life, not a Hallmark Christmas movie. All right, go out there and build that schedule that works for you. You've got this, and trust me, once you get it dialed in, you will feel like you've unlocked the productivity cheat code. And who doesn't love a good cheat code? All right, so next, let's get real for a second. Who here is guilty of multitasking? Yeah, I see you. No shame. We've all been there, thinking we're superheroes juggling a million things at once. You've got 27 tabs open in your computer, your phone is ringing, email pinging, and you're probably trying to fold laundry too. I get it. But here's the hard truth. Multitasking is a scam, y'all. That's right. It's the Fire Festival of productivity hacks. It promises a lot, but leaves you stressed, exhausted, and wondering what the heck just happened. Listen, multitasking might sound like you're being super productive, but in reality, it's doing the opposite. When you're bouncing between tasks like a pinball, your brain is constantly having to shift gears. And guess what? Every time you switch tasks, your brain takes a little loading screen moment, like when your Wi-Fi decides to buffer right in the middle of your favorite show. That constant switching actually makes you less productive and a whole lot more stress. So let's do ourselves a favor and cut that multitasking nonsense out of our lives. Now, here's where the magic happens. Instead of trying to do everything at once, let's talk about prioritizing. This is where you take control of your day, your sanity, and your to-do list. It's like saying, I'm the boss and I decide what's important today. Doesn't that sound nice? So let me introduce you to my favorite little productivity hack, the top 3 tasks method. This is where you identify the 3 most important things you need to get done each day. Just 3, that's it. These are your non-negotiables, the things that if you got them done, you'd feel like a productivity rock star, even if everything else went haywire. So here's how you do it. At the start of your day, or even better, maybe the night or the evening before, sit down and ask yourself, if I could only do 3 things, what would they be on that day? And I'm not talking about the little stuff like reply to Karen's email or order more pens. I'm talking about the big ticket items that actually move the needle in your business. Maybe it's wrapping up a client proposal, finishing a piece of content, or making that scary but important sales call. Now, whatever those 3 things are, write them down and make them your mission for the day. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Andres, what about all the other things on my list? Well, don't worry, they're still there lurking in the background like a nosy neighbor, but they're not the stars of the show today. Once you knock out your top 3, then you can start picking off the smaller stuff. The key here is to focus on the most important tasks first, because that's where the magic happens, my friend. All right, so let's talk about creating a prioritized to-do list. This isn't just any old list where you dump all your tasks and then stare at it like, where do I even start? No. We're going to be strategic about this. So first, write down everything you need to do. Get it all out of your brain and onto paper or whatever app you use. Then go through that list and pick out your top 3 for the day. Those go right at the top of your list, bolded, underlined, circled, whatever you need to do to make them stand out. Next, you're going to order the rest of your tasks by priority. What absolutely has to get done after your top 3? What can wait until tomorrow? And hey, let's be real. Some of those tasks are just busy work, so maybe you can delegate them if you're able, or cut them out altogether. Now, once you've got your list in order, stick to it like your life depends on it. Don't let distractions pull you away from your priorities. And here's a little bonus tip for you. Block out time for those top 3 tasks. You know yourself better than anyone, so if you're more focused in the morning, tackle your top 3 then. Or if you're a night owl, save them for the evening. The important thing is that you're giving those tasks your full attention when you're at your best. So a quick recap. Ditch multitasking. It's stressing you out and it's slowing you down. Next, prioritize your day with the top 3 tasks method. Third, create a prioritized to-do list that actually helps you get stuff done. And fourth, block out time for your top 3 and give them your undivided attention. And there you have it. Prioritization over multitasking, folks. It's the key to staying productive without losing your mind. Now go crush that to-do list like the boss you are. All right, y'all. Buckle up because we're about to dive into one of my absolute favorite productivity hacks of all time, time blocking. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh great, another thing I have to add to my already chaotic day. Trust me, this one's a game changer. I'm talking about organizing your day like a boss so you can actually get stuff done without feeling like your brain is on fire by 3 p.m. So what is time blocking, you ask? Well, let me break it down for you. Time blocking is like playing Tetris with your schedule, except instead of trying to cram random pieces into weird spaces, you're creating nice, neat blocks of time for specific tasks. It's about giving each task a dedicated focus period so you're not bouncing around like a squirrel in some espresso. Now, here's the thing. When you block off time for a task, you're telling yourself, this is it. This is my time to shine, and I'm going all in on this one thing. You're not checking emails. You're not scrolling through Instagram. You're not getting distracted by the latest celebrity drama, even though, let's be honest, sometimes it's pretty juicy. You are full in the zone. And when you're in the zone, magic happens. You get stuff done, and you get it done well. Now, let me hit you with some real talk. You can't just slap some blocks on your calendar and call it a day. You've got to be strategic about how you break up your time. So let's talk about how to actually do this. So picture your day like a pie. Pie. You've got slices for different types of tasks, and those slices need to fit just right. So for example, let's say you've got some big, juicy creative work that requires your full attention. That's like writing, designing, brainstorming for your next project. You're going to want to block out a chunk of time for that when your brain is fresh. Now, maybe that's, first thing in the morning after your coffee kicks in, or in my case, after I've had a snack, because hangry Andres is not a productive Andres, okay? Next up, you've got those routine admin tasks, the stuff that needs to get done but doesn't exactly light your fire. Emails, invoicing, scheduling. These are perfect for low energy time blocks like that post-lunch slump when all you want to do is nap, but you've got to power through. And hey, don't forget about meetings. So whether they're with clients, your team, or that one person who likes to talk way too much about nothing, block those off too. The key here is to group similar tasks together so you're not shifting gears too much throughout the day. This way, you can stay in one mindset, knock out that category of work, and move on. Now, let me tell you this secret sauce of time blocking. Breaks. Oh yeah, I said it. You've got to schedule breaks just like you schedule work. Because here's the deal. If you don't give yourself a break, your brain is going to stage a protest. It's going to slow down, get foggy, and before you know it, you're staring at your screen wondering how it got to 5 p.m. and you're still on task 1. But here's the trick. Don't just take any old break. I'm talking about intentional, no tech breaks. You heard me. Put the phone down, step away from the screen, stretch, take a little walk, grab a snack, do whatever you need to do to recharge. And listen, these breaks don't have to be long. A solid 10 to 15 minutes can do wonders for your focus. Think of them as like little pit stops during a race. They're necessary if you want to keep going at full speed. So let's recap. Time blocking is about organizing your day into focused periods for specific tasks. No more bouncing around like a ping pong ball. Next, be strategic. So tackle creative or high focus tasks when you're feeling sharp and save the routine stuff for your low energy moments. Third, group similar tasks together so you can stay in the same zone for longer and be more efficient. And fourth, schedule breaks and make sure they're real breaks, not just scrolling through your phone pretending to relax. Your brain will thank you. All right, now that you've got the inside scoop on time blocking, go ahead and give it a try. It might take a little adjusting, but once you get the hang of it, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. Time to start blocking your way to productivity greatness, my friends. Okay, so let's have a heart-to-heart about something that a lot of us entrepreneurial types struggle with. It's like a dirty little secret, but we don't want to admit it. We try to do it all ourselves. Yeah, I said it. We're out here trying to be the CEO, the janitor, the marketing team, the customer service rep, basically running an entire empire all by ourselves. And y'all, let me tell you, this is a one-way ticket to burnout town, population you. So listen, I get it. When you're running your own business, it can feel like your baby and you're the only one who knows how to take care of it. But let me drop some truth on you. Trying to do everything yourself is like trying to juggle flaming swords while riding a unicycle. You might be able to pull it off for a minute, but eventually something's going to go up in flames. So what's the solution? 3 magic words: delegate, automate, and outsource. This is how you save your sanity, reclaim your time, and stop running around like a headless chicken. So let's break it down, shall we? First up, delegation. Now, this is a tough one for my fellow control freaks out there. The idea of handing off tasks to someone else can be terrifying. You're like, but what if they don't do it the way I would? And yeah, that might happen, but here's the thing. You're hiring people to help you, not to clone you. Delegating is all about finding those tasks that are eating up your time, but don't necessarily need your special touch. Like, do you really need to be the one scheduling social media posts, or can someone else handle that for you? Spoiler alert, someone else can totally handle that for you. So how do you know what to delegate? Well, start by taking a good, hard look at your daily to-do list. Ask yourself, what am I doing that doesn't require my specific expertise? Maybe it's bookkeeping, customer support, or even basic admin tasks. Those are prime candidates for delegation. And here's the best part. When you delegate, you're freeing up your brain power for the big stuff like growing your business and, living your life. Now, let's talk automation. If you're not automating parts of your business, you're missing out on some serious time-saving goodness. Automation is like having a little team of robots working behind the scenes while you're out there being fabulous. There are so many things you can automate, like email sequences, invoicing, even social media posts. And the beauty of it is, once you set it up, it just runs on its own like magic. You're out thinking, wait, you mean I don't have to manually send all these follow-up emails? Nope, because technology is here to save the day. Here's how to figure out what to automate. Think about any repetitive tasks that you find yourself doing over and over again. Maybe you're always sending the same welcome email to new clients, or you're constantly reminding people to book calls with you. Automate it. There's no need for you to be spending your precious brain cells on things that a simple workflow can handle. And finally, let's talk about the big one, outsourcing. This is where you get to hand off entire projects or tasks to professionals who do what they do best so you can focus on what you do best. Now, outsourcing isn't just for big corporations, it's for all of us. Whether it's hiring a virtual assistant, a copywriter, a web designer, or someone to handle your social media, outsourcing is a game changer. You're not just buying back your time, you're investing in your business by letting experts do their thing. Here's a little tip for outsourcing. Start small. Maybe you just need help with one area of your business right now, like creating graphics or managing your inbox. Find someone who can take that off your plate and see how it feels. Chances are, once you get a taste of outsourcing, you're going to wonder why you didn't start sooner. Now, let's be real for a second. Delegating, automating, and outsourcing might feel a little scary at first, but here's the mindset shift you need to make. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. You don't get extra points for doing everything yourself. You get extra points for building a sustainable business that doesn't drain every ounce of your energy. So, to recap, delegate the tasks that don't need your special touch, automate the repetitive stuff that's bogging you down, and outsource to experts who can handle the things you don't want to or don't need to be doing yourself. Remember, you're not a one-person show, even if it feels like it sometimes. You've got tools, technology, and talented people ready to help you take your business to the next level without sacrificing your sanity. So go ahead, let go of some of those tasks, and watch how much more freedom and productivity you will gain. All right, y'all, we've covered some serious ground today, haven't we? Let's just do a quick little recap before I send you off into the world to go crush it like the productivity bosses you are. First, we talked about creating your ideal schedule. Remember, it's all about working within your personal rhythm, whether you're an early bird, a night owl, or someone that needs that mid-morning existential crisis before diving in. Find what works for you and stick to it, my friend. Consistency is key. Then we moved on to prioritization over multitasking. Let's just say it loud and clear. Multitasking is a scam. It's not helping you, it's hurting you. So start prioritizing those top 3 tasks each day. Focus on them one at a time and watch your productivity skyrocket. Trust me, you will thank me later. Next up, we dove into the magical world of time blocking, breaking your day into focused chunks, tackling those tasks with laser-like precision, and don't forget to sprinkle in some real breaks. I'm talking no tech, recharge your soul kind of breaks, because burnout is not cute and we're not here for that, okay? And finally, we talked about the holy trinity of delegation, automation, and outsourcing. Listen, you don't have to do it all. In fact, you shouldn't be doing it all. Hand off those tasks that don't need your special sauce. Automate the repetitive stuff and bring in the experts where you can. It's all about working smarter, not harder. Now, here's where I encourage you to take all this juicy info and actually use it. Don't just listen, nod along, and then go back to your old ways. Start implementing these strategies today, right now even, because trust me, once you get a taste of that sweet, sweet productivity, you're never going back. And hey, if you need a little extra help getting things in order, don't worry, I've got your back. Head over to ontherestofbusiness.com to schedule a free strategy call with me. Yep, totally free. We'll chat about where you're at, where you want to go, and how we can get you there without losing your mind in the process. Sound good? Good. Now, before we wrap up, make sure that you subscribe to the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you're loving the show, do me a solid, leave a review. It really helps more people to find us and join this amazing community. Plus, I love hearing your feedback. It's like a little love note in my day. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at OndresDoesBusiness for all the behind-the-scenes action, more tips, and updates on all the stuff we've got coming up. Seriously, come hang out with me over there. All right. That's a wrap for today. Go out there, implement these strategies, and start making moves. You've got this, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way. Until next time, stay awesome, stay productive, and keep building that business of your dreams.